It was the summer of 1928 when Jawaharlal Nehru began writing letters to his young daughter Indira, who was in Missouri at that time. In his letter, he speaks to his daughter on a wide range of topics, including language, trade, history, geography, science, epics, and evolution. When Indira was about to turn 13 in 1930, Nehru started sending her more detailed letters. These letters contain his understanding of the world which he wanted to further impart to his daughter. Even while he was in prison, he wanted to make sure that his child is not devoid of her father's teaching. Over the next 4 years, Nehru continuously wrote to his daughter from prison, and his words are still inspiring. The letter written by Nehru from the very prison in British India to his daughter Indira were published in 1942 as a book called Glimpses of World History. It is a collection of 196 letters on the world history. My dear Indra, on your birthday you have been in the habit of receiving presents and good wishes. Good wishes you will still have in full measure. But what present can I send you from Nanny prison? My present cannot be very material or solid. They can be of the mind and spirit. Things that even the high walls of prison cannot stop. You know, sweetheart, how I dislike sermonizing and doling out good advice. I have always thought that the best way to find out what is right and what is not right, what should be done and what should not be done, is not by giving a sermon, but by talking and discussing. And out of discussion, sometime a little bit of truth come out. I have liked my talks with you, and we have discussed many things, but the world is wide, and beyond our world lies other wonderful and mysterious worlds. None of us need ever be imagine that we have learned everything worth learning and become very wise. But what am I to do then? A letter can hardly takes the place of a talk. At the best it is a one-sided affair. Imagine that I have made a suggestion to you for you to think over as if we really were having a talk. In history, we read of great periods in the life of nations, of a great men and women who do remember how fascinated you were when you first read the story of Jane d'Arc and how your ambition was to be something like her. Ordinary men and women are not usually heroic. They think of their bread and butter, of their children,